Hey everyone, happy holidays. As promised, I'm going to show you how to work with evergreens. These are the evergreen scraps that I was given at the tree lot yesterday, so I felt inspired. I will show you how to turn this into something beautiful. Right now it kind of just looks like branches. It looks a little dirty and gross, but we're gonna do something really pretty with it. We're gonna make garland. All right, so first I'm gonna go over the supplies you're gonna need to make garland. I start with, it's a natural wire. This is bendable. Some heavy duty scissors. These are heavy duty. You're gonna be looking for pruners, hand pruners. Another floral wire. This is 24 gauge. And then a little bit of decorations. So I have a little bit of tea lights. I have some, I don't know, little pretty jazzy sort of things. Pine cones, always great to use. And then my greenery. So, how to cut the greenery. These are the branches that we have from the tree lot. I just cut them apart, so it made them smaller. But we're gonna wanna go even smaller than this for the garland. When you see all these little branches that are coming off, I'm gonna show you where you're gonna wanna make the cut. So one cut is going to be right here where they come apart. So now we have two pieces. This one's fine. This one, we're gonna also keep, we can keep this one, that one just rip apart. And we actually can go smaller than this too, if we wanted. And cut here, because now we're gonna be able to use all of these pieces to create a bushier piece. And we're just layering these now, like that. So we got a bunch of pieces just out of the one branch we cut off the big cutting. Also, there's a side you're gonna wanna be using, so you're gonna wanna pay attention to this. This is the side you want up. This is the side you don't want up. You can tell it's not as shiny, it's a little bit more dull, and you can really see the lines of the branches. When you keep that up, it just looks unprofessional, it doesn't look pretty. People are gonna know you didn't know what the hell you're doing. All right, so now I want you to think about where you're gonna put your garland. Is it gonna go in your kitchen? Is it gonna go on your mantle? It can go as long as you want or as short as you want. So if you want it longer, it can do something, you go down the railing or on your porch. We're gonna stick pretty small because I just have my bar cart here. So I'll show you what I would do for something for a bar cart. I'm gonna take the natural wire and I'm gonna cut about, I don't know, 3 feet, probably. This is gonna be my base. I'm gonna keep this on the table for most of the time unless I'm picking up. And then I'm gonna cut my floral wire. I'm gonna keep this a little bit smaller because once it's too long, it kind of gets tangled. You could always cut more. And if you do wanna go longer with the garland, you're just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, but a lot, just keep going. Now I have all of my greenery cleaned up and cut into the shapes that I want for my garland. I have the pieces that I've cut that are nice and clean, and then the pieces that kind of add the width, the Y part that we've cut out the center of. And then I have smaller pieces that are just gonna be little fillers if I need to fill anything in. Also, what is amazing, to add some depth and some shape to your garland, try different kinds of greenery. So if you do go to a lot, ask them what kind of trees they have. If you wanna get like maybe 3 different kinds of trees, some would be awesome that has like berries on it or more of a bluish hint. Right now I have 2 different, I have balsam and Fraser. They look pretty similar though. So I've done it much if you want to do like a white pine, the long soft needles with a juniper, something that has berries on it, and then a Fraser fir. Those are ones that I recommend. And we are going to start keeping this in the ground and putting the greenery right on top of the wire. And then I'm going to add in some more. I'm going to add the piece that looks like a Y right on top, making that wider. And adding another small piece right on top of there. And then you could fan out too. So I'm fanning out and making this a little bit wider. And then I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to just wrap it right around the branch part of the evergreen. So I've put this on here just like this. I'm gonna also trim it up because I have my scissors. I'm just gonna take these off a little bit. This will give a much cleaner appearance for your garland. And I'm just gonna keep building on top of this. See, this one I'm actually gonna cut off here because I can use this piece somewhere else down the line. And always remember, not this side, you can see the difference, keep it on that side. And I'm still just wrapping the wire around and then cleaning it up. See, this has grown about this so far. And if you do use different colors, you're gonna want to, I would do a little bit of each in each bundle that you add to the wire. And I'm just gonna keep going along. So I'm also gonna cut, see this piece, it's big, I'm putting it down. I'm cutting right at the Y because now I can build up with that one. Keep wiring, and you're gonna wanna have to add more floral wire. I did that small because I didn't wanna get it wrapped up in the other wire, but I'll just cut another piece. So when it comes to decorating, my favorite way to decorate for the holidays is to just use what I have and add to it. I don't swap anything out, I don't add new plates or photos, I don't take any photos out, I don't get rid of my towels and add Christmas ones. I just think that's kind of a waste of money. It's not really how I live my life, so I like to add to it. This is our bar card, and I plan on decorating it, and something that you can do too. So it took me about, 15 minutes, and out of that 3-foot natural wire, I got about 2 feet of garland. I'm gonna use this as is because I think it's the perfect size for my bar card, so we can still use it, and it adds a really nice fragrance to it. If you look at the finished product, you will see the seam I created down the back of the garland. And I'm just gonna place this here, and I use this wire because it does allow you to bend and give it the shape that you want. And if I did want to drape the garland, I would just make it 2 or 3 times as long as I did. If you want to decorate this piece, I definitely recommend actual things like pine cones or getting something that's wired like this at the dollar store or wherever you get your decorations. These can just be poked right in to your garland and bent, or it could be twisted with the wire on. If you want to do pine cones, I can show you how to wire pine cones for that. I have the wire, the same 24 gauge wire that I was using before, and I cut a piece and I make a little U. Now I'm just gonna put that wire in the pine cone so you don't see it, and I twist. So now I have a wired pine cone. This can be added right in to the greens. Hide the wire, move it around however you like it, and twist on the back to hold it in place. You could do those all throughout. Pine cones, you can find them outside. If they're not totally open, you put them in your oven for a long time really low and they do start to open. It's also nice to add little votive candles around your garland. And we added the little bottle brushes to the bar cart. Oh, and some tips for keeping it alive. So the first thing you do want to do when you get your greens is shake out all the dead needles. They're gonna fall, it's gonna happen, it's okay. It's a good thing you get them shaken out before you bring them in your house. Do not keep your fresh evergreens near direct sunlight or near a heating vent. It's gonna dry out even quicker than it would be because your heat is gonna be on in the winter. And also, just take a spritz bottle and just give your fresh evergreens some spritz every now and then. It's gonna keep it fresh, it's gonna still smell good, and this should last through the month, through the holidays. So you'll have that on your mantle or however you wanna put it for the rest of the month.